There was once a man named Eli. He wasn't extraordinary, not a hero, not a genius, just an ordinary man trying to live a quiet, decent life. But life had grown heavy, unbearably heavy. He had lost his job, his savings were dwindling, and each morning felt like climbing a mountain. Every door he knocked on remained closed. Every dream he chased seemed to slip farther away, as if the universe itself was pushing him aside. Some nights, Eli sat alone in the dark, staring at the ceiling, a hollow ache in his chest, asking the question that echoed endlessly inside him. Why does it feel like everything I do leads nowhere? He felt forgotten, invisible, like the world had moved on without him. Tears would come unbidden, and he'd wipe them away quickly, ashamed. He tried to stay strong, but strength was a fragile thing when days blurred into nights filled with uncertainty and despair. Yet life, in its mysterious way, has a rhythm we rarely understand. Sometimes it takes away everything, not to punish us, but to clear space for something we cannot yet imagine. One bitterly cold morning, Eli woke before dawn. The sky was grey. He wrapped his worn coat tightly and stepped outside. His footsteps echoed softly on empty streets. He noticed an old man crouched beside a broken bicycle. The chain had slipped, the tires were flat, and the man's hands trembled with age. Eli hesitated, feeling the weight of his own troubles, yet something inside him stirred a small spark of compassion. He knelt beside the old man and wordlessly offered help. Together, they worked slowly, hands fumbling, hands steady, learning each other's rhythm. When the bicycle was finally fixed, the old man smiled warmly. "You're kind. Not many stop to help these days." Eli shrugged, feeling it was nothing. But that small act awakened something inside him, a quiet sense of purpose, a reminder that he could still matter. The next day, the old man returned and introduced Eli to a small workshop that needed a helping hand. The work was humble, the hours long, the pay meager, but it gave him a reason to wake up each morning. Weeks turned into months. Eli learned new skills, met people who had also known pain, who had felt lost. He began to see beauty in small victories, a machine fixed, a smile shared, a problem solved. Slowly, his heart healed, stitched together by tiny moments of human connection and quiet perseverance. Eli noticed changes within himself. He walked taller, smiled more, and laughed freely again. He started a small journal, recording victories, gratitude, and reflections. Losing everything had forced him to pause, to see things he had never noticed before: the quiet beauty of morning, warmth of human connection, joy in small accomplishments. One evening, as the sun painted the workshop in shades of gold and orange, Eli paused. He thought about all he had lost: the job, the security, the life he thought was certain. And then he realized, if I hadn't lost everything, I would never have met that old man. I would never have discovered this quiet peace, this clarity, this strength I didn't know I had. He smiled, not because life was perfect, but because he finally understood that every hardship, every detour, every closed door had been leading him here, to this fragile, beautiful moment of awakening. If you are listening now and your heart feels heavy, if you feel like you've reached the end of the road, don't give up. The universe does not always reveal its plans immediately, but that does not mean it has forgotten you. Sometimes the path you are walking isn't ending, it is turning. And just around that corner, something extraordinary might be waiting. Don't give up yet. Even when everything seems to fall apart, life may just be rearranging the pieces, creating space for something more beautiful than you ever imagined. And sometimes, the smallest gestures, a helping hand, a smile, a single choice to rise again, can open doors to a life you never dreamed possible. If this story touched your heart, please leave a small like and subscribe to Quiet Soul Tales. Remember, even small gestures of love and kindness can change someone's world, just like Eli's small act changed his life.